Brutal day in crypto. Heavy losses are seen across altcoins. The next big question is, will it continue to get worse? Where's the bottom in? Also, I'm going to share my personal strategy to cope with what's going on. Are we buying the dips? If yes, then which altcoins? This is your Altcoin Buzz news. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter at AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, the not financial advice, and wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Wow, what a night. This was a little bit of a sell-off on Bitcoin. We were only down like 4%, but altcoins got slaughtered. So Bitcoin decided to fall off a little bit, and then altcoins are like, I'll just die now. And so altcoins have been slaughtered overnight. Bitcoin only went down to around $94,000. This is actually where we said we would probably go. We'd probably make a lower high, anywhere between $93,000 and $95,000. And then, of course, altcoins will get decimated, which they did. We said this in the video yesterday, so we called this perfectly. It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good that altcoins are selling off. It also doesn't feel good that it probably isn't done bleeding yet. We're probably going to keep going down. We're probably going to head down, back down towards this blue box here, around $94,000. And what will happen to altcoins in the meantime, I don't know. I do think we still make this this higher low here, and we do continue back upwards. But I think we have this slow bleed down here because what's happening is everyone is expecting this dump. Everyone is expecting this, sell off. And then when it sells off, everyone wants to max long on leverage. And so every time that happens, whoever it is, whoever the powers that be, the market makers, they want to inflict as much pain as possible. So I think Bitcoin isn't going to just easily V reversal back straight up to $100,000 and beyond, and everyone got to max long down here. I think it's going to be harder than that. People are going to suffer because we're probably going to go down here. It's going to chop everyone up a little bit more, probably until maybe 10 days from now before Christmas. Maybe we have a Santa rally. But I think Bitcoin is going to continue chopping a bit longer. But this is a great time to be buying altcoins on spot, not on leverage. And we're going to go over 8 of those today. But first, we had Michael Saylor talk on Dave Portnoy's show, Davey Day Trader Global. Dave always seems to come back whenever the bull market comes. So this is kind of like a top signal I was seeing in a couple of trading groups. Anytime Dave starts talking about Bitcoin and starts doing his day trader stuff, it's always when retail comes back and there's a lot of momentum and he starts buying meme coins and stuff like that. So this was, of course, a local top. This came out yesterday, and of course we dumped hard yesterday. So it pretty much was a local top. But here's what Dave had to say to Michael Saylor and why Michael Saylor is super bullish on Bitcoin.
During the course of this, since you really got involved 2020 COVID, we talked about it a little bit early. You're a smart guy, MIT guy. Have you had any doubts at any point? Like, oh, I picked the wrong horse, or you just steadfast, or were you willing to be like, you know what, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I go bust?
In March of 2020, we all get punched in the face, and for 6 months, you're like, well, do I move to Miami? Do I get in the stock market? Do I buy Bitcoin? What do I do? So for about 6 months, I spent trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And we discovered Bitcoin. And I thought, well, it's not without risk, but everything else is worse. Everything else is a fast death or a slow death. So I'm going to do something new. Over the next 4 years, the risk got taken off. The administration embraced it as a commodity, and that was one risk factor taken off. And then we got the ETFs. That was the second risk factor. And then you got the Trump administration embracing it in the red sweep. That's the third risk factor.
And at the same time, Dave Portnoy also asked, is $100,000 too high for Bitcoin? And will Michael Saylor be buying Bitcoin at this price?
You're the Michael Jordan of the analogy, in which if you're buying Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, you're just buying forever. You're never going to stop buying.
Yeah, I'm going to keep buying. I joke. It's like you said, well, is 100,000 too much? And I said, look, Dave, I'll be buying it at $1 million a coin. And I'll probably be buying it at the rate of $1 billion a day at $1 million a coin, because that's what I do. Just like you're like, crap, Manhattan real estate's really expensive in 1930. It's a lot more expensive than 1830. I'm like, well, 100 years later, we'll still be buying it and we'll be paying a lot more. The only issue is, can you hold it for that time period? Because people are going to want to buy it.
So Michael Saylor will be buying $1 billion a day of Bitcoin when it's at $1 million, which is absolutely insane. Stop everything. Have you seen what Sensay AI has been up to? In just 30 days, it's up a jaw-dropping 534%, and in the last 7 days, a 63% gain. Sensay isn't just on the rise, it's dominating. This is more than a pump, it's a statement. Sensay AI is proving it's not just another player in the AI space, it's the player to watch. AI isn't just hype, it's changing the game. From powering businesses to meme coins, AI is everywhere. But there's a new wave on the horizon, Sensay AI. It's aiming for something bigger, real-world impact. Imagine having a digital twin, an AI replica that sounds like you, thinks like you, and can act on your behalf. Sensay makes it possible. With just 50 questions and a voice file, you can create your own AI agent. It evolves, learns, and speaks over 100 languages. And here's the best part, you're always in control. Use it to preserve your stories, improve online communication, or even bring authenticity to gaming. Sensay's digital replicas bring real-life utility to Web3. And with top-tier projects like Fetch AI and Layer 0, Sensay is more than a tech buzzword. It's a next-gen platform that bridges AI and blockchain for the future of digital identities. Now, Terminal of Truth might ride the meme hype, but Sensay is riding the wave of innovation, turning AI agents into tools for real-world impact. Check it out with the link down below. Now moving on to the altcoins that we want to be buying during this crash. The first one is Ondo in the RWA sector. So this is part of Altcoin Buzz Alpha, which our members got this week as well. And so this is a little bit part of it. If you want to join Altcoin Buzz Alpha, we'll have a link for it down below. But first off, Ondo in RWA. Ondo has been on our watch list for some time. Why Ondo? Well, it's in the RWA narrative, which is real world assets, which is a huge growing sector in crypto. Its stablecoin product is stable and also generating demand, so its stablecoin product is making its users a lot of money. Big involvement from VCs, and it's backed by BlackRock as well. Safe large cap with a 10x potential. So where can you buy it? You can buy it on Bybit, Coinbase, a lot of places. You can buy $500 worth of Ondo at around $1.53, which it's roughly at right now. I think maybe, yeah, $1.56. We are probably going to go back down lower. You can see we touched this order block here at around $1.26 last night. But I imagine we probably do come back down here. So over the next couple of days, you can look to probably pick it up somewhere in this range around here between 140-ish and 127. So anywhere in this range is probably a good pickup because it's probably going towards $5 to $10 this cycle. So that is Ondo. And then also massive whales are buying Ondo. This whale created a new wall 11 hours ago. And it's spent 4,611 ETH or $17.1 million on Ondo during this market crash. So whales are loading up on Ondo when the market crashes, and so should we. Then we have our second coin is Injective. So Injective is bringing on AI agents. And so AI agents are taking the crypto world by storm. AI agents run the gamut from AI memes to AI-enabled trading bots accomplishing complex trading strategies. In fact, the AI agent sector of crypto has swelled to over $9 billion in total market cap, according to CoinGecko, and doesn't appear to be slowing down. So what are AI agents? We've been talking about this before. We actually have multiple videos on this now. But AI agents are autonomous software or hardware systems designed to perceive their environment, make decisions, and take actions to achieve specific goals without direct human intervention. Now, Injective has the iAgent SDK for their iAgent release. Now, iAgent is a new performant SDK or software developer kit on Injective that allows anyone to create their own on-chain AI agent. Now, the power of this SDK is that it is easily used by non-technical and technical persons alike. All of the commands are done by leveraging large language models using everyday language inputs. Commands like placing market or limit orders, checking wallet balances, can be done with just simple one-line commands like what is my wallet balance. So Injective is also growing in the AI agent space. Then for the second coin, we have Move. This is from Movement, and their new token, which was recently released, is the Move, and it also is on the Move programming language. Now in X, we wrote Movement, the playbook of a successful token launch. The community-first approach, they reserved 10% of Move for the community. The community got generous rewards. Some got 5-figure airdrops. It was listed on all major exchanges. As for the Binance listing, with the basics done, the Binance listing ensures that the token hits a good price. And Movement Labs has ensured a great token distribution and also achieved high valuations simultaneously. And Movement recently posted this saying, first, let's refresh you on Celestia. Celestia is a modular consensus and data network that enables the next generation of high-performance chains like Movement. Movement is the first Move chain that settles to Ethereum, and Celestia enables Movement to scale massively, anchored by roadmap to 1 gigabyte blocks. Using Celestia helps ensure that Movement remains cheap for the developers and end users, unbothered by blob price surges on the Ethereum Layer 1, and Ethereum is expensive, usually. One of our superpowers is being modular but integrated. Movement lets builders unite the best modular elements, Move, the programming language, Alt virtual machine, sequencer, data availability, etc. Celestia is an OG modular protocol, helping builders design what they need for top performance. We also hear that Movement Network Foundation has plans to distribute additional Move tokens in future campaigns to the modular ecosystem, so stay tuned. And moving on, we also have the top one I want to show you from Danny, who posted this thread on altcoins to buy. The first one I wanted to show was Sui, which has been doing big things, making big gains this past month. Sui is a layer 1 blockchain designed to make digital assets ownership fast, private, secure, and accessible to everyone. It's in the infrastructure sector. Its price is around $4 and a market cap of around 12 billion. Sui actually is a little bit down right now, of course, with the entire market, but buying anywhere around this blue box around $3.40 is a great buy. I would only long it if we came back down here and we were at 340, or if we're able to hold above here at around $3.80. Anywhere like that, if we can hold above with this squiggly line, if we can hold above, I would long it on leverage. But if we do come back down here to around 340, this is where I'd want to be buying a spot. Anywhere around here is a great buy for Sui long term. The biggest airdrop this cycle so far, Hyperliquid has airdropped $1.8 billion to retail users, solidifying its position as one of the most profitable airdrops ever. So if you don't know, Hyperliquid is an on-chain perpetuals futures DEX, and it just airdropped their Hype token recently, and the price has pretty much only gone up. This is the price since the airdrop a couple of weeks ago. So the token just shot up from around 2 cents all the way to 12 cents. So it's done like a 6x in just a few days since November 28th all the way till December 10th. It's gone up around 6x. So Hyperliquid, the token, so many people got so much free money, and then the price just continued to go up. So Hype is building one of the strongest cults in crypto. 500,000 airdrops are becoming the norm for early users, but these aren't just meme chasers. They're serious individuals investing time, effort, and their own funds to test Hyperliquid. The tech is solid, the community is fierce, the project isn't just raising the bar, it's breaking the DeFi ceiling. It could become the front runner of this cycle, sparking fresh demand for DeFi, and the early signals are already here. Not financial advice, just deep respect for Hyperliquid. So Hyperliquid is doing amazing things, another great coin to watch. And the next altcoin is Peak. The Peak ecosystem is enormous and quickly expanding. I think that DePIN is a fast-growing vertical in the space, opening doors for many retail investors. More than 3 million devices have been connected already. The uptrend has just begun. So for those who don't know, Peak is powering the machine economy, and it's in the DePIN sector, which is a very fast-growing sector in crypto. And the price is already up 15% today. So Peak is growing strong even after the dip. The price is just, it's going parabolic here, but it's only at a $500 million market cap, which is really good for a DePIN project. This could easily go to a couple billion at this market. Then we have Jupiter. So Jupiter has actually had a couple big events recently. One of them being the latest governance vote has been approved. So we now have another Jupe airdrop, probably next month. About $700 million in Jupiter will be distributed. So Jupiter is a DEX on, or more like a liquidity aggregator on Solana. It's the biggest one next to Radium, but the price has fallen off a cliff. So Jupiter is an interesting one because there's a big airdrop coming. So obviously people are going to sell the airdrop and maybe sell the token before the airdrop. And then at the same time, we had the sell-off yesterday. So the price has tanked a lot, and it's continuing to tank today. Now, what I would say is this is a great token to buy for the long term. However, we might be able to buy it anywhere around this these points right here. So where this wick was around 93 cents, anywhere from there to anywhere from here to here, I think is a great buy. So 85 cents to around 94 cents. Anywhere in this blue box for the long term, I think Jupiter is a great buy because it's one of the best perpetual DEXs. It's one of the best liquidity aggregators on Solana. It aggregates all the best prices for you when you want to swap tokens on Solana. So Jupiter is a great exchange and a great platform. But I think combined with this market sell-off and the potential airdrop, which is coming, which is great for users, but also kind of bad for prices in the near term, I think this box is a great place to buy Jupiter, and I'd like to pick it up long term around this price right here. Then lastly, we have Thena, which actually just recently launched. So Thena, we've seen explosive growth across every metric. Let's dive into the numbers on how Thena Finance has transformed in less than 2 weeks. So the valuation increase directly affected our missions. In Epic 97, liquidity providers received $121,000, and by Epic 99, the number soared to $1.65 million worth of Thena tokens to liquidity providers, a big jump. The liquidity followed with a 3x increase. TVL grew from 30 million to 90 million in a little over a week. Significant flows into core pools highlighting the strength of our tokenomics, and revenue and volume are on the rise. TVL gains were especially large in volume generating pools, increasing trading fees, and the protocol rushed in to take advantage of the high ROI for voting incentives. And so Thena, which the price has gone back down here, it's hard to tell because this coin is so new. It's hard to tell what's a great price. But what you can do is use a Fibonacci retracement tool. And so I have this one right here where we take the bottom of the listing all the way to the top of the price. And so this gives us an area, and usually between the 618 and the 786 is a good place to buy for the long term in terms of like a reversal. So we want to see it come anywhere in this blue box. And this is a great area for you to buy in the long term. Anytime a price retraces that much all the way to these levels, it's a great buy. So that would be around $1.69 all the way down to around $1 even. So anywhere in this blue box is a great place to buy Thana for the long term. And it's a new token. So usually we have an initial pump on a token listing, especially with Binance. And then there's a bit of a sell-off for a couple weeks. And then after just goes parabolic and does like a 2 to 3x in a couple of days. So if you want to buy Thana spot and you want to hold it around here, anywhere in this blue box is a great place to buy. And you could be experiencing a 2 to 3x in a couple of weeks when the market does come back. So that's it for the video today, guys. We're hoping that the market improves. We do think this is going to kind of chop around for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, we do think this is a higher low, so maybe we hopefully won't break this blue box and continue lower. We'll hopefully just chop around this area, but I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen to alts in the meantime. So just watch those levels, buy on spot. Be careful with the leverage. Don't blow up too soon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.